What's up, makeup minions? I'm Witte from WitteArtistry, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button to join the WitteArtistry family, but we are back with another Halloween makeup tutorial. This time I turned into a lava creature. It's kind of creepy, but it's kind of pretty at the same time. Let's get started. If you like me and like what I do here, it would mean the world to me if you chose to become a sponsor on my Patreon page. Alrighty, starting off with clean blank skin, I'm going to be gluing down my eyebrows. This is just to get them out of the way so it's easier to paint over. I'm using Elmer's washable glue and I'm just smushing the eyebrows down upward and outward just so they're flat. Now, with red body paint, I am going to be outlining all the spots that I want to be the lava showing through all of the molten rock. I am starting off with orange. Now I'm mixing red with orange and I'm going to be going along the edges of all of these shapes. Now, I would highly recommend doing a sketch of these characters before you do them. It would have made my life a lot easier, but instead I just started painting because I was really excited about it. I'd never done a lava character before and I'd always wanted to, so later on I'll be making lots of changes to the shapes of where the lava's coming through. Basically though, on the outer edges of all of the shapes, it's going to be dark red and then slowly get more yellow as you go into the center, so that's just what I'm doing now. I am using water-activated body paint. Basically, I'm using primarily Mayron Paradise paints and a couple little hints of Wolf Hydrocolor paint. I am using red now to just go on the edges of all of my lava shapes just to add some texture. As magma is cooling, it sort of gets like a lumpy texture. It's like less liquidy, so I'm trying to just add a little bit of that fluffy, stippling texture in. Then with yellow by my eyes, I'm going to be creating some like veins where the lava is less firm and it's showing the liquid underneath, and then just patting that out with a wet brush. I decided I wanted more color, so I'm adding another magma spot on my shoulder, which I will be expanding and making much, much, much bigger than what I have it right now. Also, I am using gray to just go around all of my magma spots. I wasn't sure how dark I wanted my skin to be, just because I thought I started off with black and then added highlights on top of it, it would be too muddy, like it would just disappear into the background, so I decided to do layers. I don't think you need to do as many layers as I ended up doing. I think you could start with a much, much darker gray instead of like the super light one I had. But with a sponge, I'm just stippling all over my entire body with a black, but not like super, super stark black. As you can see, it's still kind of gray. I am erasing some of those spots again to try to expand my little shoulder lava, which I will be expanding even more so later. Like I said, do a drawing first. I learned my lesson. I painted this a while ago. It took many times of erasing stuff and then adding stuff. But now that I have my shoulder shape the way I want it, I am outlining it in red, and I'm going to be using a very dark red to create certain strategic cracks along the edges of the magma spots. I'm outlining all of those magma spots, and this makeup totally reminded me of Moana, but like if Tafiti wasn't terrifying in lava form. Alright, using some more of that black body paint, I'm going to be stippling it on, and I just decided it wasn't dark enough, so I was using a brush to apply it around all of my very carefully created lava spots, and now I'm outlining all of the lava spots with that black. I really wanted the lava spots to pop. I wanted them to completely stand out, so I'm very carefully outlining everything in black. And take your time with outlining, because black over a light color is really, really hard to get off. Now I'm outlining my face portion, which I think the shape of the one around my eyes is the coolest. I think it's my favorite spot. And I am using yellow now to create some veining over the black areas as well. Basically, my issue was with this is I should have drawn it out first and then maybe mapped out all of the areas that I wanted in color, including the veins first, and then just painted black around. It would have made things a lot easier, I think. And you do have to paint the yellow on top of the black multiple times to get it to show up. Just like I said before, wherever you haven't mapped out the color, you'll get smeary, nasty black lines. So I highly recommend doing that. All right, adding some more little veins around the edges, and now I'm adding yellow into the center of the big chest piece, because the bigger the hole, I decided the more liquidy the lava would be. Or is it technically magma? I can't remember. It's something like one's like, it's like a meteor and a meteorite or something. One's like in the volcano, one's out of the volcano. Anyway, I am going to be creating all of the cool rocky clumps. This is what I think really brings the character together and brings up the level of detail substantially. Using a very, very, very small detail brush, I am going to be carefully creating little cracked rocks. Oh, that was my ankle. I don't know if you could hear that on the audio. It just popped like super loud. But you're going to be creating cracks and chunks of rock on top of the magma, just like on actual magma. Seriously, look at some reference photos while you're painting this. It's so pretty, so pretty, especially like the Hawaiian volcanoes. But I am going to be doing that everywhere and then adding little crevices and cracks on all of the magma portions. This really looks cool. I love this part. Just make sure you don't put in too many because you don't want to cover up all the color spots you have, because then you'll just be a very bland lava monster. And I think I'm like a lava spirit. That's kind of what I was getting, like something like that represents an element, like I represent lava or fire. Because it's not really creepy or scary. It's just kind of mesmerizing, kind of like the way fire is. All right, adding some more of those cracky bits on my face. Be very, very careful with this process. All right, now to make everything look really awesome for the rock portions, I am using a Mayron Cream White, and I'm going to be going along the highest parts, which I thought would be where they peak together and have split to show the lava beneath. So I'm just taking that and then dabbing it on all of those high points. Then, just to blend it out to make it look more realistic, all you have to do is tap, 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 tap that brush to get all of it to blend out. Add it onto your forehead as well, and all of the little tiny floating rock chunks on their highest parts. And for this character, I decided to use some black mini sclera lenses because they looked really pretty and captivating, that had like a slight hint of creepy. So these are just from camoeyes.com. If you guys want 15% off at checkout, please use the code WitteArtistry. Thank you. I hope you guys like the lenses. They are FDA approved and they're completely made in America, so they're the brand that I would recommend. I have covered my eyelids now, and I'm going to be beautifying them with some Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow. So I'm just adding dark orange to my crease and blending it out. And then adding some dark red to the crease and blending it out with a fluffy brush. Blend it on down to the lower lid as well, just in the outer corner. And now I am doing eyeliner. This is Black Gel Liner by Bobbi Brown, and I am outlining the edge of my eye and creating a very small wing. Very conservative eyeliner for this lava spirit. She likes to be a little more low-key, but not with her lashes, because we're going big and bold with those. So here is the Milk Mascara, the Kush Milk Mascara. I love this stuff. It makes your eyelashes look massive. So I'm just going over my upper eyelashes and then very carefully on my lower lashes. Make sure you wait for it to dry before you close your eyes and get it everywhere. Now for the hair. I wanted it to look real and pretty, so I decided to use my actual hair and just paint on it and then brush it out so it's not like super stringy looking. So I pulled my hair back and then gelled it down, and then with yellow or with orange paint, I'm going to be going over all of it. Make sure it's really saturated with that orange. I wanted it to end up a fiery orange-red color, which it did. And now I'm outlining the edges of my roots with black just to really make it look like my real hair is that color. My hair was super short at this time, so I had hair hanging down as well, so I painted that orange. And you are all done. I love this. It's so pretty. It's so cool. You could apply this to any Halloween costume, or if you wanted to go all out for a cosplay, or just at least use the painting techniques in something. I love it. I love it. I love it. What do you think? Hey, thank you so much for sticking to the end of this video. I'm so pleased with this look. I have always wanted to do a lava character, and I always thought it was above my skill level, and don't get me wrong, it was hard, but I have learned so much from doing this makeup, so thank you for watching. And thank you very much, Camo Eyes, for sending me these super cool mini scleras. They totally complete the look. Also, huge shout out to my wonderful Patreon producers. Whoosh! Without you guys, I couldn't make super cool monsters like this. Actually, it's not really a monster, it's kind of pretty, isn't it? It was originally going to be like a lava demon, but it turned out to be more creepy beautiful, kind of like a siren. Like I'd suck you in with my beauty, then melt you in my lava core. It just got really dark. But I will see you guys in the next video.